This is Pastor Kerry here, and I thought I'd drop in and share with you some insights that came up during a recent coaching session that I had with a client. And ask yourself, are you looking for a breakthrough in your personal or relational growth? I don't know about you, but I'm always seeking to develop to grow personally and relationally. And there's certainly a lot of areas in which I need to do that. Well, during while I was coaching this particular client, that this question came up, and I thought I'd share it with you because I think it's an important question to ponder, and that's just simply this: is that how have you adapted to their dysfunction? Now, think about that with respect to the key relationships in your life, that whether it be from your family of origin or a, a marriage, or your immediate family and marriage relationship, or your relationship with your kids, is that we're constantly not just bringing something into the relationship, but we're also adapting to the other person. And it's important for us to consider how we're adapting to their dysfunction. Think of a wax stylus for a moment, and we melt the wax on a sheet of paper, an envelope, or whatever, and then we press the stylus into that malleable wax, and then we pull away, and so then the impression that is left reflects what was stamped into it by the stylus. Well, think about our key relationships like that. They're the stylus. And if the people in our lives have been dysfunctional and unhealthy, well, the impression that they've left on our souls will reflect that dysfunction in how it shapes us personally. And so, and that we have to think in terms that and of course everybody is raised and everybody relates to broken people, but not all broken people are toxic people, and some of the broken people in our lives are toxic, and as a result we end up with distorted portions of our own soul that we need to remold and to reshape. So one other thing that I wanted to point out here is that your adaptation to their or your solution to that adaptation will oftentimes result in your own dysfunction. Here's what I mean by that: is that you say, well, I'm never going to raise my kids the way that I've been raised. And so it's kind of like overcorrecting our steering. And instead of going into that ditch, we end up in another one. And so oftentimes our solutions to our adaptations are going to lead us into dysfunction. So here's a better question, or here's the second question to ask, and that's just simply this: is that what steps will I take to become healthier? You see, we have to make the assumption that not all of our reactions and not all of our adaptations have been healthy. And so we need to get in a process where we can become healthier ourselves. And I think that, think about maybe remolding that wax impression. We have to soften our own hearts and to be open to how we can begin to reshape and remold our lives in a healthier way. And so that's really what I wanted to share with you today. I just thought it was important enough. These two questions are important enough to share with you, and particularly with respect to this concept or this analogy of the wax stylus. And the first question is that how have you adapted to their dysfunction? And then the second question is just simply this, is that what steps will you take to become healthier? And so I believe that we all want breakthroughs in our individual lives, in our growth, in our relationships. And I'll do my best to share with you insights that I kind of stumble across along the way. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.